doesn't understand is all the opera companies and orchestras are all waiting for the most wonderful artists to come into their office, right? So it isn't a matter of keeping people out, it's a matter of finding the people to fit the programming.
Can you tell us some examples of a person that you have helped that went on to have some great careers?
Well, Adrienne Piazzanca, which is one of the biggest names now here in Toronto, she came back to Canada after making a big career in Europe. And she was one of our first people through our thing. Now she's in the height of her career. Adrienne Piazzanca, she's performing next week with, I think, the Toronto Symphony. She's at the opera in Ariadne right now, for the Canadian Opera. But when I wrote to her telling her about Opera Week, she said, "Greetings from Vienna," so she's all over the place. Okay. Then there's Isabel Bayradenkian. She's also a big name right now. She's came to us before she went to the Met auditions, and she won the Met was one of the winners of the Met auditions, and she was on her way. We've also helped Misha Brugger-Bosman. Everybody knows Misha.
I even heard about her, yeah.
She's become kind of sort of celebrity right now, but anyway, she's currently in La Cinquecento with the Opera Atelier. Isabel she's at the Opera House now. In fact, I was looking, thinking, wow, we've got all three of our stars in Toronto right now.
이름을 얘기하긴 좀 그렇지만은 굉장히 유명한 사람인데 여기 그 클래시컬 라디오 채널 있잖아요. 96.3 거기에 이제 방송 진행을 굉장히 많이 맡아서 하시는 분인데 워낙 유럽에 이제 자주 출장을 가기 때문에 그 라디오에서 이제 그만하라 그런 거예요. 그래도 그게 생계였는데 그만해가지고 이제 집에 가 있는데 이 앤썸머 이분이 거기 라디오에 찾아가서 어떻게 네가 이럴 수가 있냐 이래갖고 한마디로 그냥 한 방에 바로 그 다음 날로 복귀시켰어요. 예. 그 정도로 그런 데에 대해서 전혀 이제 내가 직업으로 하는 게 아니에요, 이분은 절대로. 그리고 이분은 이름을 이제 클래식 하시는 분들은 다 이제 들으셨겠지만 굉장히 유명하신 분이고요. 그런데 너무너무 겸손하고 그런 거를 전혀 내 이익 없이 막 손발로 뛰어다니면서
Telling us that you need to find more Korean and other, what kind of message you want to send them, you know?
Well, we gave scholarships, for instance, to the U of T, University of Western Ontario, Wilfrid Laurier, and the Glen Gould School.
Right.
And we have people coming, and none of them are Korean. And I can't believe there aren't Korean singers there somewhere. And I would like to let them know that this center is for everybody.
Right.
And we have good Korean voices. I know when I started a program in Italy, and I was bringing Mignon Dunn and Cheryl Milnes and many other teachers there for 4 weeks in the summer, that my job was to sort of ride herd on everybody. And we had lots of Koreans from Manhattan School of Music, for instance.
Would you say that
I can't figure out where they are in Toronto.
Would you say that it's harder for Koreans and other maybe Chinese, other Asian or ethnic background singers get harder to make it in in this field, or
not
maybe because
really,
of language barriers? Or,
no, not because of that, but because of a cultural thing.
That's right.
It's inward, right? You don't show the emotion, which in opera you have to do. So it's a lot of work for the Asian singers to, and also either the American blacks from the South who are Baptist, and to be talking of lust and whatever is very much opposite to their upbringing, and they have a lot of trouble with that. So I've been in places where black singers know this, black teachers, I mean, and I've watched them work with their black singers in order to help them overcome this, and it's a part of acting, right? Doesn't mean that you do it. It's the personality you're portraying. And so this is also something for, it's a cultural thing with different peoples. One of the reasons we've started the Resource Center is to help the artists improve the quality.
Great, yeah.
Because in some cases, it's too ingrown in Toronto. We aren't international enough, even though people think we're an international city.
Right.
We're too ingrown.
Right.
And unless we bring things from outside, we're just going to stagnate.
That's right, yeah.
And so what we're helping to do with the artists is to give them an idea of what's going on outside. Because if they're always here and they're just studying here and they're performing here, they've really got to get outside. Every artist has to leave home in order to grow, whether if they're in Korea or whether they're in Europe. Wherever they are, you have to leave to grow.